a 99% of Earth's history is hidden from us.
99% of Earth's history is hidden from us.
We compress billions of years into 8 minutes.
We compress billions of years into 8 minutes.
But the journey begins in the deep time of the Paleozoic era. And this era spans 500 million years of biological innovation. But see, simple life dominated the Cambrian explosion of diversity. But the oceans were just the first stage for evolution. Plants began colonizing the stark, alien landmasses. Fish evolved limbs, taking that crucial, tentative first step. The Carboniferous period brought sprawling, dense, oxygen-rich forests. Both gigantic arthropods thrived in that high-oxygen atmosphere. Continents began merging, culminating in the supercontinent Pangaea. But the Paleozoic ended in the greatest extinction event ever. Now that we understand the early world, let's explore the next. The Mesozoic era dawned, the age of reptiles began. Pangaea slowly fractured, reshaping climate and ecosystems. Reptiles evolved immense size, dominating the terrestrial environment. Their success was built on efficient, sprawling, terrestrial locomotion. But yet, beneath the giants, small mammals quietly persisted and adapted. Crucially, avian ancestry began evolving within feathered lineages. Marine reptiles, too, mastered the vast, warm Mesozoic oceans. Flowering plants appeared, revolutionizing terrestrial food webs. Tension defined the Mesozoic, a constant struggle for dominance. Then, a singular, world-altering impact closed the chapter. The KP boundary marks the end of the great reptiles. And now that we understand the age of reptiles, we enter the Cenozoic. This is the age of mammals, characterized by rapid diversification. Mammals filled niches left vacant by the massive extinction. Speed and endurance became critical evolutionary advantages. Tectonic forces continued, building the world's major mountain ranges. In the warming climates, primates began developing specialized arboreal skills. The cooling global climate initiated the Great Ice Ages. Megafauna evolved thick coats to survive the extreme cold. Meanwhile, a new kind of intelligence began reshaping its world. The cooperation and complex communication became primary survival mechanisms. But this social structure rapidly accelerated cultural and technological development. The Cenozoic shows the fastest rate of modern biological change. Brain size and complexity became the ultimate evolutionary currency. Cave agriculture shifted humanity from traveler to settler. But this allowed for specialization and the rise of complex societies. Going from stone to steel, the pace of alteration accelerated exponentially. Industrialization fundamentally changed our relationship with the planet. But the 20th century compressed millennia of change into decades. But humanity is now the dominant geological force, shaping the globe. And let us briefly revisit the Paleozoic's fragility. It took hundreds of millions of years just to establish basic multicellularity. And the Mesozoic shows us how quickly dominance can be lost. Survival favored the small, the adaptable, the overlooked survivors. The Cenozoic is our era, defined by speed and cognitive leaps. Our evolution is rooted in rapid behavioral flexibility. A Paleozoic establishment, Mesozoic supremacy, Cenozoic ascension.
Cenozoic ascension.
Each era ended not by failure, but by necessary transformation. The complexity within a single cell dwarfs the scale of a pox. A climate is the engine that drives these colossal biological shifts. The largest periods were defined by the slowest, deepest changes. The most recent era is defined by unprecedented velocity. We are currently driving a rapid, human-induced selective pressure. The understanding deep time informs our stewardship of the present moment. A life has survived mass extinctions before, always rebounding stronger. The next era awaits, shaped by the choices made today. These three eras demonstrate Earth's vast, relentless evolutionary story.